What's going on, everybody? It's Matt from Tabletop Mischief. Today we're going to be doing another solo playthrough of Set a Watch. Now, if you watched the video I posted yesterday about this, I have done this multiple times. Had technical difficulties and I got a couple rules wrong. I got everything set up to where I can show you how the game plays, how it's set up. So let's get into it. So in Set a Watch, you're a band of adventurers who have already won the battle, but now the creatures are resummoning and you have to kill them again. Whether you're playing solo or you're playing with multiple players, up to 4 players, you're always going to be playing with 4 adventurers. Today we're going to be playing with the wizard, the warrior, the cleric, and the ranger. Okay? Each adventurer has 3 die. Some of them are going to have d6s, some of them are going to have d8s. For instance, the wizard has d6s. The warrior has d8s. We're going to put them right up here. The cleric, d6s. And the ranger has d8s. On top of their die, they're going to have, let's see, 3 abilities. They have a total of 5, but at any given time, 3 are on their player mat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these ability cards, which are your health as well. If at any time in the game all the adventurers have all their abilities exhausted, you lose. So we're gonna shuffle these up, and at random place 1, 2 face up, and the last one gets exhausted already. And we're gonna do that for the rest here. Okay, so that's done. So I should mention that how these work. You're gonna have some passive abilities which are ongoing, which you don't have to exhaust the card or waste the die for that to happen. It just automatically happens. If you want to use an ability that is not a passive ability, you have to either flip it over and exhaust it, which is bringing your health down, or you can spend a die and activate it by placing the die on top of the ability. This also means that you can possibly use the same ability twice in a round by placing a die. Then if you want to use it again, you exhaust it. Sometimes that might make sense. So okay, got these going. All right, so let's talk about how the game is played. The game is played in 2 phases. One of them is the camp phase, and one of them is the watch phase. The camp phase is what happens when adventurer goes onto the board here. You have your bonfire, some abilities. You're going to have your map locations up here. Unseen map locations are over here. They're face down. This is the current location. Also, you're going to see a spot for the horde, and you're going to see a spot for unused locations, and we'll get into those in a second. So how the camp phase works. You're going to choose an adventurer that has to go to camp. They will not be taking part in the battle. When an adventurer goes to the camp, you're going to take their die, and you're going to assign them to different things in here. So let's go over what some of those are. Chop wood. Very important in this game. The higher your bonfire, the more cards you get to see in the line of creatures. Okay? We're going to take this marker, this little flame marker, and we're going to start it on the 7. Which means if you look here, there's a 2. That means the first 2 creatures in line we can see, we can flip. Now that plays into the characters as well, because some of them are ranged and some of them are melee. The wizard is ranged. They can fight any visible creature. The warrior is melee. He can only fight the first. And the cleric is ranged, and the ranger is ranged. So the warrior is the only melee adventurer we have. So we talked about the bonfire. If you place a die here, this goes up 2. Okay? If you place a second die here, another 2. These could be any die. Scouting ahead now. Scouting ahead is you get to look at monsters coming up, creatures coming up in the creature deck. If you put down a 2 in the first slot, you have to put down a 3 or higher in the remaining slots. And if you put down this 5 here, it'll be 5 or higher. They always have to go up. So check a map. Check the map is if you have a 4+, which we do, we have a 5, we could take the top card from the location deck and compare it with the top card in the unused location deck and see which one we want. Some of them are going to be good, some of them are going to be bad. Equip. You can place any die there, and you can swap out your ability for the player that is in camp. So if we don't like, let's say the wizard is in camp. If we don't like curse, we could swap that out for this one. It goes into the row here, exhausted, and that's how that works. And heal. Heals can only be done by placing a 6, not a 6+, a straight 6. And a heal means you would just unexhaust one of the one of the adventurer's abilities. So let's talk about these runes for a second. Runes are found on the back sides of the location deck, and you will see that they say seal, vanquish, and bolster. In order to activate these, you need at least a pair. So let's say we had a pair of 6s. We would put a 6 on one of the runes, do that ability, then we replace the second on another rune. You cannot do 2 of the same actions when you're using runes. So vanquish, the top one here, if you're looking at the thing, means you take a card out of the horde and get it out of the game. The horde is bad, okay? I'll explain what the horde is, but that's what vanquish does. Bolster allows everybody in the watch to re-roll any number of die they want. And seal means you would dig through the graveyard, look for an unhallowed card, which are the real bad guys, and you get to take it out of the graveyard and put it at the bottom of the unhallowed deck. That's important because whenever we run out of creature cards, we're going to be shuffling the graveyard, and one less unhallowed card in there is a good thing. So that's talked about runes. Now let's talk about this horde. The horde will be any creatures that were not defeated in a round go into the horde. On the last round, at the last location, you're going to flip over the location card, fill out your line, and then add the horde to the end of your line. So you could have like a lot of creatures to kill. So let's talk about that. On the turn, you will notice that locations have a fire symbol and a skull symbol. The fire symbol, when this card is flipped, we have to take down or provide more on the bonfire. So this would be -2. Boop, boop, 2. You take 2 down. The skull number is the amount of creatures we have to flip over for that location. So we would 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a lot. This is also a final location. So if we were here, we would do this 9 and take the horde and put them out here. So there is also some text at the bottom that has to be resolved when we're flipping over locations. So that's how that works. So let's take these. Now let's set up the game. We're going to take the creature deck, and it has this back on it, and we're gonna shuffle. Now we're going to split it into 2 equal parts for a normal game. This means we're going to be putting 2 summon cards in the deck, 1 in each pile, shuffling those up and making 1 creature pile. You could do an easy mode and only put 1. You could do a more difficult mode and put 3, or you could do an insane mode and put all 4 in there. So we're going to take, also acolyte cards. So let's take those, and we're gonna slip them somewhere in here. Now we're going to shuffle. Put that there. Now we're going to shuffle. And put this one there. This is our creature deck. Now the summon cards and the acolyte cards are mixed in. We don't know where they are. So now let's do some locations. We're going to remove all the final locations and respite locations. And they have little icons. This has a camp symbol, camp symbol, camp symbol, camp symbol. And this is the final location, has a castle on it. So we're gonna take those out. I'm gonna shuffle these. Brr. I'm gonna shuffle them better than that. And we're gonna deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? This is going to be the 8 normal rounds in the game. We're gonna take the last of the location cards, the final locations. We're gonna shuffle those up, and we're gonna randomly deal 1 here. Take the unused, put them in the box in the unused slot, and then we're gonna take the 8 that we had shuffled, and we're going to put those right here. See the runes? There we go. Now, we have to shuffle the unhallowed deck, and we have to deal 1 random unhallowed creature to start the horde. I can't shuffle today. What has happened? So let's do this. 1 random. Now the unhallowed deck goes face up underneath. Leave enough room for a graveyard. This isn't typically how it's set up in the rule book, but this is how I set it up. It's easier for me to play solo, and it gets everything on the camera. Okay. So now we're all set. I will mention that each adventurer has to go to camp twice. Can't be anything else. When they go to camp for the first time, we're going to put this token on here, and it's a tent, and it says ×1. That indicates that they have been to camp once. When they go again, you flip it over, it says ×2, and that just means they can't go anymore. And that's all the components to this game. So what do you say we get started? So we're going to start out with the camp phase by rolling dice. Let's roll some dice, huh? All right, we got The wizard got a 1, 1, and a 6. He might be going to camp first. Ooh, 5, 5, and a 6 for the warrior. Our only melee guy. Or gal. It's wearing armor, so. Alright, 2, 2, and a 1. I take that back. The cleric might be going to camp first. I did forget to mention that when an adventurer goes to camp, they get to unexhaust one of their abilities. So, just automatically. So that's good. Woo! D8's rolling well today. We got a 4, 8, and a 6. So now that we rolled the dice, we have to figure out who's going to camp. And I think the cleric is going to go to camp. So let's put his die over here and unexhaust. Man, I need to sleep these things. So I unexhausted Rebuke, and I'm gonna put his token here. Also, I did forget to mention that each adventurer has a camp ability that you can activate by placing a die. This was a 1, I remember, because he rolled like shit. If you were to put a die here, you can choose an adventurer, refresh one of their ability cards. Requires a +4, so we can't do that ability because we need a 4 or higher for that. But it's good to remember. That's one of the rules I forgot in one of the playthroughs. Anyway, so let's figure out what we're gonna do here. I would like to get this fire a little higher. So why don't we, let's do that. Let's get this fire a little higher. 2, 1, 2. I'm gonna scrub these 4. 1, 2, 1, 2. So now we've passed the 3, so we can flip over the first 3 creatures in line. I spent all the die on chopping wood. I feel like it's important to keep that wood up so we can see how many we're fighting. The more visible, the more, especially in this scenario where we have 3 ranged fighters, that's a good thing. So now we go to the watch phase. That includes flipping over the location deck. All right, so we got the Lost Outpost. We don't have to take away any of our fire. That's a good thing. We have 8 in line. That is not a great thing. And each adventurer may increase their lowest die by 1. Awesome. So I should mention that not all the effects that are on the location cards are negative. As you can see here, we're not always going to be this lucky. There's usually a negative thing that happens, like take your fire down 105, or some of them are nasty. So we get to reroll. Each adventurer gets to reroll, increase their lowest die result by 1. So we're going to change this to a 2. We're going to change this to a 6. Boop. And we're going to change this to a 5. So we are doing, this is good right now. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but this is great. So let's flip over the 8 creatures, see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are on, I wish these were a little darker, but we are on 13. Pretty sure you can't see that, which means we can flip over the first 3 creatures. Let's see what we got. We got a tree ant. We have a fell beast. Oh, I hate those things. And we have a fire serpent. So all pretty high health. So the tree ant, when it's defeated, you +2 to your bonfire. So basically, you're killing this tree creature and then throwing them in the fire. That's pretty, it's pretty messed up. The Fell Beast, when it's in the first position, draw a creature and place it in front of the Fell Beast. Limit once per watch phase. That's not great. And the Fire Serpent, ongoing, its base value is equal to the fire level, which is, as I said before, 13. That's not great. That's not great. So we don't want to kill this tree ant first, because then the energy, the health of the Fire Serpent is going to go up, and we just don't need that right now. Let's see. Ooh, okay. So I am going to pick this up and read it, because I don't want to be looking down the whole time. Let's see. So this ability allows me to, if revealed, the second creature in line suffers 8 damage. That's pretty awesome. That's called Throw Axe. That's one of the abilities of the warrior. So if we spend, I say, if we kill this Fell Beast for 10, we're gonna have to waste 2 die. So until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with current health of at least 10 are doubled. That's pretty awesome. So I say we just spend the die to kill the Fell Beast. We move this Fire Serpent into second position and then use a Throw Axe ability to bring its health, that would bring its health down to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 5. So that is doable. Let's do that. So we're going to spend this 5. We're going to put that here. And we're going to spend this 5, put that here. And we're going to get rid of the Fell Beast. Shift that into second place. Flip this over, because that's third. We flipped over a Fire Giant. Now we shifted all the cards to where they have to be. Fire Giant, ongoing. The Fire Giant's health is increased by the next creature's base. Reveal the next creature. So we're going to have to reveal this creature as well. And its health is added to the Fire Giant. So that could be pretty nasty. Let's see what we got. 7. Not great. Not great. I'm going to be honest with everybody. And if this bandit gets into first position, he steals a die. An unspent die. So that's not freaking great. Alright. We have some decisions to make here. We are going to take care of this Fire Serpent though. And we're going to spend this 1 die on Throw Axe. And we're going to spend... We're not going to do that. Okay. Chaos Blast. I'm going to take this die back because I'm not going to use Throw Axe on this Fire Serpent. I am going to spend this 1 die on Chaos Blast. So, Chaos Blast is choose 2 adjacent revealed creatures in line. Defeat them, then add a new creature to the end of the line. So basically, I could take these 2, put them in the graveyard, then take 1. I'm gonna do that. It's a gamble, but these are pretty beefy, and I don't want that. So I'm going to take a creature, put it at the end of the line. Going to shift this like this. Boom. Flip this. Kidding me, right? Another Fire Serpent. This is ridiculous. Anyway, so I don't want the bandit to get into first position. I have a 5. I don't have a 5. Oh! I'm going to activate Sharpshooter, which is a passive ability. Reroll this die for a 7. Nope. I'm going to spend this 6 and overpay to kill this. I placed the die on Throw Axe, brought its health down to 5, overpaid by playing the 6. But that's okay. Going to take this, flip it, Shade. Ongoing Shade base health is set to 16 minus the fire. So it's base. Okay. The camera cut out, not sure when it cut out, but I defeated the second Fire Serpent, flipped over a Shade. Now a Shade, their ongoing base health is 16 minus fire level, which we are at a 13. So that makes this Shade very defeatable at a 3. So that's great. Right now, I think we should focus on this Treant because it's the highest health. So let's do that while we have the die. Oh, mama pajama. We are gonna have to. We have such high dice that we're gonna have to spend 2 to kill the Treant. And it looks like the best case scenario is 9, 10, 11, 12. We're gonna be wasting 3. So I'm gonna use these 2 6s for a 12, kill this Treant, and really overpay for it. Not kidding. Alright. My cat. Alright. We're going to shift, skeleton. So, the funny thing about a skeleton, who has a health of 8 by the way, is that if they are on top of the graveyard, like if you kill them last, when the next watch happens, it goes directly into first position. So we don't want to kill that thing last. Has health of 8. So let's just kill it. Just get it out of the way. Bury that thing. 8. Use that die for that. This goes here. Now we flip over this, which is another 8. It's a metal golem. Now the thing with a metal golem is they have an ongoing action that if they were in first position, you can't defeat anything past that. Oh, did I? No, I killed the Treant with these die, who was in first position. Okay, we're good. Sorry. So if the metal golem was in first position, you can't kill anything past it until you kill that metal golem. He's in third position, so it doesn't really matter. Shoot. We let the bandit get in first position. He's going to steal. Oh, that is not great. Oh. So he's going to take that. We're going to use this 7 to kill him. Let's get this die back. He's gone. Now, let's... I can't kill the metal golem. I played this round poorly. So we're going to spend this die to kill the Shade, and we're out of actions. So this golem is going to go into the horde, and we have to exhaust. You see this number here in the shield? That is how many damage we take for not defeating this. So we have to exhaust 2 abilities. That is not great. So let's that. And exhaust this. That sucks. And then this guy goes in here. Not great. I thought we were doing better than that. I thought we were better than this. All right. And that's round 1. So let's move on. So let's roll these dice. I think this wizard's gonna have to go to the camp. Let's roll these dice. He got a 3, 4, and a 1. You got a 1, 1, and a 4. Two, 5, and a 5. 8, 7, and a 4. So I'm going to, I know the warrior rolled very poorly, but I think I'm going to put the wizard in camp because he has 2 exhaustion, and we're going to unexhaust curse. No, we're not. And Alexa's talking to us. Unexhaust the one we exhausted before. So his camp action is draw the top 4 cards of unused location deck. Look at them and then choose one of them to swap with the top card in the map deck. Then the remaining cards go to the bottom of the unused deck. That's pretty awesome. So, camp phase. Let's see what we're going to do. Let's scout ahead. What do you say? We're going to look, we're going to draw and look at the first 2 cards in the creature deck. So, we have a Grave Shifter, who is undead, and we have another Metal Golem. So I'm going to put this Grave Shifter on top, and I'm gonna return this Metal Golem to the bottom because I hate those things. So that's good. We know we're gonna get that Grave Shifter. It's just how things are gonna go. So we scouted ahead. Now I'm gonna take this 4, and I'm going to check the map. So I'm gonna flip this over, and I'm going to flip this over and see which one we want to keep. So we have Cliff Watch. We would have to decrease our fire by 4, but the 7 in line, and each adventurer gains 1 range, meaning they, like the melee character could, the melee adventurer could kill into the 2nd position, and the ranged could just go crazy. Forgotten Graveyard is -2 to the fire, 6 in line. Each time an undead creature is defeated, it is moved to the bottom of the creature deck instead of being discarded into the graveyard. I think we're going to go with this one. So we're going to put this one back on top, and we're going to return this one to the bottom. And see his. I'm going to use this to equip a new thing. So I'm taking away Curse, and I'm going to return it. I'm going to replace it with Polymorph Exhausted. Polymorph, I get to choose a revealed creature in the line and a creature in the graveyard and swap the 2 creatures. Could be very handy. Once it's unexhausted, that is. So, now that we've done that, let's flip over our location card. We know it's the Forgotten Graveyard. We're going to 1, 2. So that brings us below the 3 threshold. So it is what it is. And we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now that we drop below the 3, we can only flip over these 2, which we will do. one, and we know the Grave Shifter is that one. 2, Zombie Horde. Oh, okay. Zombie Horde, ongoing. Zombie Horde's health is increased by the creature's base health on top of the graveyard. Not great. It's not awful, because the base health of the Shade depends on this. It's 16 minus the level of the fire, which we are at 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 5. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is a 13. Not great. Could have been worse. On reveal, swap this card with the creature on top. Oh, nope. This happens. So, Grave Shifter, swap this card with the creature on top of the graveyard unless it's another Grave Shifter. So we're swapping this out, which is good for us because the Zombie Horde, their base health is increased by the creature's base health on top of the graveyard. And the graveyard, the Grave Shifter, is only a 3 health. 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom! So that's better. So, let's kill the Zombie Horde. So I'm going to spend one of these ones on Throw Axe, which decreases the Zombie Horde by 8. So basically, now we just have to spend a 3, which I will spend this 4 and overpay for it. Nope, can't do that. Oh! Nope, can't do that. I'm going to have to spend this 4 because the warrior is melee. He can't kill the Zombie Horde because it's second in line, but this ranger can, and I will choose to do that. So this Zombie Horde is crushed. Get bent. Let's flip this. Really need a player mat. Ember Drake. 11. Alright, so we're gonna have to take care of that. Because if this reaches first position, we have to exhaust 1 ability card, then minus 3 to our bonfire. That's not great. Until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with the current. Okay. So, Giant's Bane, until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with a current health of at least 10 are doubled. Meaning that if we activate that and we place a 7, this would actually be a 14 and we could kill that. And I think we should do that. We're going to do that. So, going to spend this 7 and kill this Ember Drake. Acolyte. Okay. So an Acolyte has a health of 7. They're human. And when they're revealed, draw a creature and add it to the Horde. So we have to put a card in the Horde, which I did. And if they reach first position, I have to search the graveyard for a summon card and shuffle it back into the creature deck. So we're going to soon get a summon card. We haven't reached one yet, so even if that hits first position, doesn't really matter right now. So let's take care of this clown, huh? We're going to spend 5 and a 2 of the cleric. We got rid of him. What'd I say? Summon card. So, summon card, I have to choose an adventurer to immediately exhaust 1 ability. Poop. Alright. Now, we have to take this summon card, put it in the graveyard, and replace it with an unhallowed. And the unhallowed is now the Goblin Chief. Reveal. Search the graveyard for 2 highest health goblins. Place the creatures before the Goblin Chief in the line, with the goblin with the lowest first. Okay, so we have to go through this. I don't know if we've faced the goblin. Have we? We have not. We lucked out there. Wow, we lucked out. Let's take care of that clown. Yeah, so we're gonna spend this 8. We're going to exhaust Giant's Bane. Keep that 8. This die stays there. Giant's Bane is until the end of the round. All dice assigned to... Nope, that's the wrong one. I forgot. I didn't want that one. I wanted to use Throw Axe. So I'm going to exhaust Throw Axe. Put this die up here. And that is, if revealed, the creature in second position suffers 8 damage. The Goblin Chief is 8 damage. Oh, let me see something. Human dragon. So, I forgot about this. Because of the location, each time an undead creature is defeated, it is moved to the bottom of the creature deck instead of being discarded into. And we killed that zombie horde, so we have to put that at the bottom. So this guy's defeated. Let's see what we have here. All right. So 2 shades. 16 minus 11. So what did I say? 11, 12, 16. Okay, we can kill both these. So let's do this. We're going to spend 5 on that. This one's gone. And we're going to spend this die on that. And that guy is gone. So none, we take no more ability hits. And we don't have to place anything into the horde. We did exhaust Throw Axe. But I have a feeling the warrior's going to be going to camp next. So let's reset. Let's roll some dice. Yeah. 5, 6, and a 2. All right, wizard. It's not always awful to have a mixed roll like that. Like, you don't want all high dice because you're gonna fall into this thing like we did in the first round where we had to spend 12 on a 9. That never feels great. Unless you have the warrior has this cool ability called cleave, and you get to take a die. Like if you overspend, you take a die with the remaining, and you still have that available. So it's never complete loss. All right. So, okay. All right. Let's do this. 6, 3, and a 2 for the cleric, and 7, 3, and a 4. All right, we have some mixed stuff going on, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna make it work. Let's flip this. See what we're dealing with. We're gonna minus 3. 1, 2, 3. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oop. I skipped. So we are going to send the warrior to camp. Let's unexhaust Throw Axe because nope. Let's keep that exhausted. And we're going to unexhaust Berserker. And that allows us, after I defeat a creature in the line, choose an adjacent creature having a lower health and defeat that creature as well. So that's pretty awesome. So let's put the... Good folks. So here's a cool thing. Wood Axe is his camp ability. So if we spend one of these low die on here, we get to increase by 4 our bonfire. And I think we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4 brings us to 12, which allows us to see the first 3. Awesome possum. I'm going to equip Cleave. Get rid of Throw Axe. Bring in Cleave. Exhausted. Ugh, I hate that. Oh. Okay. Well, here we go. So, I chose to equip Cleave, replacing Throw Axe. Throw Axe was exhausted, so Cleave comes in exhausted. But if it was not exhausted, it would come in unexhausted. That's awesome. Good to know for last time. Pretty sure Polymorph should be unexhausted, but we're gonna keep it because I can't really remember. I guess we're gonna chop some wood. Let's check them out. Alright, so we have Barren Plains and we have Ancient Crypts. Barren Plains, when this location enters play, reduce your fire by half its current value. The 6th in line there. That's not great. Ancient Crypt is if Unhallowed is summoned here, you may search the Unhallowed deck for an Unhallowed card of your choice and take that. We're gonna do that. We're gonna put that one on top and we're gonna replace that here. All right. So here we go. Let's flip over 3. 1, Zombie Horde. 2, Fae. 3, Goblin. Ooh. So the Goblin on reveal has to be moved to first position. So these get shifted. Zombie Horde, we know how that works. Ooh. We have Cleanse Undead. That's good to know. Basically, I can defeat all revealed undead in the line. That's handy. But I don't want to waste it on just one undead unless I have to. Hi, kitty. Hi. Little kitten got fixed recently and she's been acting a little funny, so this is good that she's out here. Ah. Yeah. Good job. Also have Banish as well, and it's choose a revealed unhallowed or undead creature, but I have to place it at the bottom of the creature deck. It's not awful. Let's just kill it though, right? I could choose to do Chaos Blast, which I think I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place a die, Chaos Blast. Choose 2 adjacent reveal creatures in line to feed them. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this. That's okay. Do this. Faye goes into first position, and when she goes into first position, we have to lower our bonfire by 1, which means now we can only reveal 2, which I will do. Bandit, okay. We don't want this bandit to steal another one of our die. So let's kill it. Let's do that. 7, you're gone. Wyvern. If this reaches first position, we have to take 3 away from our fire. We don't want that. We don't want that. Haha. Sharpshooter. Activating Sharpshooter as a passive ability. I get to reroll 1 die used as a direct attack. Could have been better. Rolled a 2, but not awful. All right. So we're going to activate Berserker. After you defeat a creature in a line, choose an adjacent creature with a lower health than the one just defeated. Defeat that creature. Basically. So I'm going to use this die, for a grand total of 7. These 2 are gone. That's awesome. Now let's see what we got. Vampire. Alright. So, reveal. Steal the highest available die result. Set the vampire's health to this result. So that would be a 6. And we have that right here. Boom. So the camera just cut out. I don't know when it did. I won't know until I start editing, but I will recap what just happened. Flipped over a vampire. Had a 6 die on it, which gave its health 6. I spent this 6 to defeat it, and we are done with round number 3. With nothing in our horde, no more damage taken. That's pretty awesome. So let's reset. We reset. That's that. So looks like the ranger has to go to camp. I like to get everybody through camp once, then through camp twice. I don't like to do 2. Anyway, so let's roll some dice, see who's going to camp. Ooh, 6, 3, and a 3. Not too shabby. 5, 6, and a 2. 2, 4, and a 4. 6, 2, and a 6. Oh, man. You know what? That's not awful. She is going to... That was a 6. So, she is going to camp. Now let's resolve some stuff. So, here's something. We have a pair, so we could do some runes. But we have 2 6s, which means we can heal. Oh, we don't have to heal. Ooh, awesome. So I can heal myself or another player on the watch. That's awesome. Gonna do it. I'm going to heal the warrior's cleave. Awesome. So that is the ability I was talking about earlier, where if we overspend, we get the change back. Pretty awesome. Let's chop some wood. 1, 2. Okay, and we're going to spend this last die and equip, and I'm gonna take Elf Senses and replace it with Long Shot. And since Elf Senses was not exhausted, Long Shot goes in unexhausted, and that is that. Let's talk about camp actions. Elven Scout. Draw the top 4 cards of the creature deck, look at them, and return them to the top in any order. I already spent all the die. I totally forgot to read that. Probably wouldn't have done it anyway, but always read. So, this brings us to the watch. Let's flip over and see what we got. We knew it was going to be the ancient crypt. We have to -3. 1, 2, 3. Probably should have done something about that, but that's all right. So that just means we can only flip over the first 2 cards. We have a line of 7. 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting low on the creature deck, which means we're going to have to, means 2 things. We're going to have to shuffle the graveyard, make a new creature deck, and also we have a summon card coming up and an acolyte card. but that's how the game plays. So let's flip. 1, we got an eagle with a health of 3. We have a fae with a health of 5. If it reaches first position, we have to take down 1 level of our bonfire. So let's get cracking. Let's kill this fae with this 6 here. And I can do that because he's ranged. And I am going to take it. I overpaid for it. I overshot. So I will take this, and I overshot by 1. We'll take this die back, put it on 1. Boom. Shift. We have a bear for 5. Shift, shift, shift. So, let's take care of that bear. I think so. The bear and eagle, the forest creatures don't have any ongoing or reveal or first in line actions, so they are just what they are. So, taking that, since it's a melee character, you can only hit the eagle, which he will do for 3. I played with a 5, so I get 2 back because of cleave, and that's awesome. Shift, flip, wyvern. Oh, ooh! I kind of saw what that was. My bad. It wasn't cheating. It just like automatically. So we're gonna kill this bear with a 6. Overpaying by 1. Taking this out. So now we have 2, 2, and a 1. Shift. Fell beast. Damn, I did it again. Stop doing that. Alright, we have a fell beast. If that reaches first position, draw and place in front of the fell beast. Draw a creature, place in front of the fell beast. Wyvern made it to first position, so we have to take our fire down 3. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. Chaos Blast. I get to kill these 2. But I have to add a creature to the end. So boom. Boom. Let's flip this. We have Goblin. We have Acolyte. So let's do this, folks. Let's use this. I'm going to use Long Shot. Defeat 1 unrevealed creature in the line. This is an unrevealed creature. Okay, so now we know we just have to deal with these. Have to add 1 to the horde because of this Acolyte. So we have 6 here. So let's kill the Acolyte first because he has a first position thing that I don't want to deal with. So he never made it to the first position, so boom. Now let's kill this Goblin. Spend that and this. Just like that. On to the next round. Let's reset. Nothing in the horde. Well, nothing new to the horde, which is pretty awesome. Let's reset. And roll some dice. So everybody has been to camp. Ooh, triple 4s. Ooh, that's pretty awesome. That would be a good roll for the rune usage, but I don't know if he's gonna be going to camp. He should go to camp. He has 2. He is not. This warrior is not going to camp. I'll tell you that much. 8, 5, and a 7. 6, 6, and a 5. These are... Tell you who might be going to camp is this ranger. 2, 2, and a 1. We gotta get the fire up, I know that much. Let's send the ranger. So I flip this over. 2. Not gonna forget about Elven Scout. This was a 2. Chop. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm not sending her. I need to send the wizard because he has 2. So I'm gonna unexhaust polymorph. Do that. Okay. Let's chop some wood. 1, 2. Ha. So I am going to use runes, and I'm going to vanquish. I'm going to remove the top card from the horde out of the game. That's awesome. I'm going to use this other one to bolster because I wasn't real happy. That lets everybody roll whatever they want. I want to re-roll all the Rangers dice. I like this roll. I like that roll. So keeping those. And it worked. 7, 2, and a 5. All right. So let's see what we have here. Underground Tomb. How many have we gone through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! 4 more. So, Underground Tomb, we have to -3. 1, 2, 3. Crap. We have 6 in line. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. I do apologize if you hear my air conditioner humming, but I live in Florida and it would be ridiculous not to have my air conditioner on. So reduce the creatures revealed by the campfire level. Reduce the creatures revealed by the... Oh. Okay. So we are at level 6. Reduce the creatures revealed by the campfire reveal level. So we just put out 5. Oh. Nope, that's not what that means. I get it now. But we're at 1. So I would imagine... Alright, so we still only get to flip 1, doesn't really do anything. We have a vampire. Steal the highest available die result. Set the vampire... Okay. So our highest is 8. So I'm going to spend this 2 on polymorph. I'm going to go through this graveyard. And I'm going to replace it with the vampire. Ha! Polymorph. And I am going to spend this 5 to kill this eagle, who is a 3, so I get 2 back because of cleave. So shift, 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 reveal. Skeletons. 9. Alright, so we don't want to kill this last. Let's just, we have no choice but to kill it now. So let's spend these 2 die and get it out. Flip wolf for 4. I'm going to activate sharpshooter as a passive action. Oh my goodness. 1, baby. All right. So let's use this 5 to kill this thing, which he only has 4, so that gives me another 1. Flip. Treant. So he's at an 8. So let's do that. Let's just spend the die. Get it. This brings us up to 2. 1, 2, which lets us reveal the last 2. Oh. Fortunate. Ongoing. So on reveal, Graveshifter gets swapped out with the top, which is not awful, except so the Forest Giant's health takes into account the next in line. Reveal the next creature if necessary. So 15 would be. So we're gonna kill the Treant now. 7 and a 1. Killing this again. On defeat. Adding 2 to the fire. Now, reveal the next creature in line if necessary. There's nothing in line, so he's a solid 7. And we're going to spend that. Oh, we are killing it right now. Like this. Yeah, nothing else in the horde. That is it. Let's reset. All right. Let's roll some dice. 6, 4, and a 2. Not too shabby, wizard. 7, 7, and a 6, baby. Mama pajama. 6, 3, and a 1. Not great. 7, 4, and a 3. Let's send the cleric. So he's healed. And we're gonna, since we have a 6, we're going to heal. Ooh, we are in such good shape. We have no exhausted abilities. This is so great. Let's chop wood. Let's just get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 14. Let's flip over the location. -3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 6 in line. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's gonna be a summon card in there. Now we have to shuffle the graveyard, which means the other summon is going to be floating in there on top of the unhallowed. Actually, I think the unhallowed, because of the location it was defeated in, got put at the bottom of the unhallowed deck. I'm not sure. I can't remember. 4, 5, and a 6. We can reveal 2, which we will do. Wolf and a bear. All right. Okay. Those are doable. So we're gonna take out this bear. Okay. Let's take out the wolf. So we're gonna overpay. Activating cleave. So we get a 1 die back. Wolf. Bear shifts. That shifts metal golem. Okay. We gotta take them out. Ooh, metal golem is in second position, which means crap. We took out throw axe, so oh well. Okay. So 7 and 1 killing this metal golem. Zombie horde, okay. Eight plus 8, that's a 16er. Okay. So we're going to do Chaos Blast. I'm going to defeat these two. But I have to add a creature to the end of the deck here. So this gets flipped. This will get flipped. Oh, that's right. I thought we did summon 2. So this gets shifted. So, oh man. 11. So an 11 and a 3. So, I forgot where I was. Took a little break for a minute. Let's see where we're at. We're in good position. Fire Serpent. 11. Okay. Let's kill this eagle. So that's gone. Fire Serpent. And the tree ant. So now that this Fire Serpent is in first position, we can kill it with the warrior because he's melee. So let's do that. 7 and a 4. That Fire Serpent is chose. Now we just have to worry about this tree ant. 7, 13, 7, 8. Well, we are gonna 6 and a 4, and the tree ant is gone. And since we killed the tree ant, we get to raise our bonfire by 2. 1, 2. So now we can view the first 3 again. So that's awesome. Let's reset. So we got that. So here we let's roll. 5, 4, and a 4. That's awesome. 7, 1, and a 3. It's not awesome. It's not awful though. 6, 2, and a 5. Okay. 3, 7, and a 1. All right. Well, so we still have no exhausted abilities. That's awesome. We got what? 3 more rounds, 2 more camp rounds. So let's Let's send a warrior to camp. So flip this. Perfect. So I am going to spend this one. I'm going to spend this one to raise our fire by 4, which brings us to the tippity top. That's awesome. Let's check this map. So let's see what we're going to be dealing with. We have the white monolith. And then from the unused deck, we have Mountain Keep. So the white monolith, we would have to -3 to our fire. 6 in line for the creatures. When this location enters play, each adventurer must choose one of their exhausted ability cards to refresh, then exhaust a different ability card. So we don't have any exhausted abilities, so that's what that is. Mountain Keep, -2 to fire, 5 in line for the creatures. At the start of the watch phase, search the graveyard for the highest health creature. Place it face down at the end of the line. Don't like that. So we're gonna keep that and put this back in. And we're going to deal our 6. Oh, I still got 1 die to spend, huh? First 2. Acolyte and a Shade. So I'm going to keep the Shade at the top, and I'm going to put the Acolyte at the bottom, because our fire is roaring. It's as high as it can go. So this Shade is 16 minus the fire, and we are at 16. So that is just going to be toast when it comes out. Excuse me. So let's reveal 6. 1, 2, 3, and 6. Reveal the top 3. We're gonna have the Shade here. We have a Goblin, and we have a Vampire. So here's the thing. Goblin on reveal goes in the first position. Shade automatically is toast because it is 16 minus the level of the fire, and we are at a 16, so that's just automatically gone. So we have to deal with a Goblin, a Vampire who steals the highest available die result, which would be the 7, and this Fire Serpent. Oh, that would be a 16 because our fire level is at a 16. So that's not great. I think we're going to spend this 2 for polymorph. I don't want to deal with this Fire Serpent, so we're going to search the graveyard. And we're going to swap it with the Shade, who automatically gets defeated because of our... Now we reveal this Graveshifter. So I have to swap the Graveshifter. This is just going to keep on going back and forth, it seems. I have to swap this Graveshifter with the top card of the graveyard, which would be the Shade again. So let's do that. And the Shade gets defeated again because of our bonfire's level. Now we got this. Another shade. Gone. So right now we have 7 die to deal with two creatures. That round was pretty awesome. And this says every time a first position creature power is triggered, -1 to flame. We have had none of those that have triggered. So this round has been cake. So let's take care of this, huh? We got a 6 and a 1 for this vampire's gone, and now we're gonna have I'm gonna overpay for this. A 5 and a 3 for the 6, and we're done with the round. Nothing new in our horde. That is awesome. So let's reset. Let's keep this money train rolling, and let's roll some dice. 6, 2, and a 2 for a wizard. Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna rise somewhere. Don't know where. So he definitely went to camp twice. Did she go to camp twice? Oh. Perfect. 2, 4, 6, 8. We should have. All right. Anyway, we'll figure it out. So while I was thinking out loud, the warrior rolled a 7, 2, and a 1. The cleric rolled a 4, 3, and a 1, and the ranger rolled 4, 8, and an 8. So, one of these guys got a little messed up with these tokens here. I should have one more person who needed to go to camp. I want to say it's the cleric, but I'm not sure. We have nothing exhausted, so I guess we're gonna send the cleric again. I don't know. Hope I'm doing the right thing. Yep. So the white monolith. -3 to our fire. 6 in line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure I messed up the cleric's token, but if I didn't, I don't know where I went wrong. Because we should only have one more camp phase, which we do here now. We'll see when I'm editing. It's not gonna break the game or anything like that, because we have nothing exhausted anyway, so. All right, so let's just do this. When this location enters play, each adventurer must choose an exhausted ability, each card to refresh, then exhaust another ability. We don't have anything exhausted. We are tip top right now, so we're just gonna chop some firewood. 1, 2, we're at a 15. Just round that out. So the tip at the top. Let's check the map. Let's see what we're gonna be dealing with. So, Frost Cavern, which would be -2 to the fire, 7 in line. Each dragon creature in line loses 2 health. And then we have Witch's Shack, -6 to the bonfire, 7 in line. For each result spent on chop wood action, you can only advance 1 instead of the 2. So that is going to be going to the bottom. All right, so camp phase is done. Let's reveal 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So we have a goblin on reveal. Move goblin to first position. It's already in first position. So then we have a treant with a health of 8. But when we can't go up any further on the bonfire, then we have a forest giant ongoing. The forest giant's health is increased by the next base health, by the next creature's base health. So we have to reveal a 4th one in line, which we will do right now and hope it's low. And it is not low. We have an acolyte. So, since we revealed an acolyte, we have to draw a creature card and add it to the horde. Okay, put a Fae in there. We don't want it to reach the first position. So this Frost Giant now is a 14, which is an issue. Alright. I mean, we're gonna have to take care of the Frost Giant first. So let's... Okay. I'm going to spend this 1 die on Giant's Bane. Until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with a health of at least 10 are doubled. So, if I were to put... Okay. So I'm going to spend the 7 on this, which is going to kill him because that makes it a 14, and his health is a 14 now because of this acolyte. So let's do that. Didn't kill the acolyte, but I killed that giant. Acolyte still out. Shift. I gotta see what they're referring to as a round. So this says end of round, exhaust ability cards. So that is talking about the full thing. So until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with a current health of 10 are doubled. So we're going to spend a 6 and a 2 and get rid of this tree. Nothing happens because we're already full up on fire. Uh-oh, summon card. So now we have to exhaust. Let's exhaust Illuminate. Now we reveal this. Replace this with this Wyvern Rider. On reveal, search the graveyard for all wyverns. Move those creatures into line immediately behind the Wyvern Rider. Did we face a wyvern this round? I think it was before we... Yes! Haha, we luck out. There's no wyverns in here, so that is awesome. No additional cards. We are kind of getting lucky here. Between the last 2 rounds, pretty awesome. So since this is over a 10, any die that I use to defeat it is doubled. So this 8 would turn into a 16 to kill that. Now, here's where things get kind of sticky. Is if I use cleave, does the cleave rule apply to that since it's an ability? I'm gonna say no. I want it to so badly, but I want to say no. So I'm gonna play it as a no, and I'm going to exhaust that. Get rid of this Wyvern Rider. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. I don't think that would double, because to me, using that Giantsbane is like it would be like using a spell or something like that, and it wouldn't change the action. It doesn't change the actual die to a 16. It just, well, does it? Until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with current health of at least 10 are doubled. I'm going to say no right now. I'm going to play it as a no. Let me know in the comments what you think. It could say something in the FAQ about it, but I'm not going to sit here and read. Nope. Don't see anything. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we're just going to proceed. So the Wyvern Rider is killed. Unrevealed. Gets revealed. Oh, mama! Remember that the unhallowed get shuffled in to the graveyard when you have to refresh the creature deck. Not great. Not great. Because this Goblin Chief now, search the graveyard for the 2 highest health goblins. Place the creatures before the Goblin Chief in line with the goblin with the lowest to go first. Oh, I think we fought Goblin. Crap. Did we fight more than one? No. Okay. Well, I guess that's not as bad as it could have been, but we are running super low on dice. So he goes before the Goblin Chief. So now we have this to deal with. Oh, and we got this goblin here. All right. We might be adding to the horde here. Haha. So I am going to... Oh, I forgot to exhaust a thing for the summon card. So let's exhaust this. That looks good. After you defeat a creature, okay. Choose field creature in line. Alright. I am going to trigger Sharpshooter and re-roll this die for an 8. That's pretty awesome. That is not... Alright. Actually, I didn't want to use that die. But that's okay. I did. So, I'm going to trigger Berserker by putting the die on there. And I want to kill the Goblin Chief, which I do, with an 8. That gets spent. Perfect. Triggering Berserker. After you defeat a creature in line, choose an adjacent creature having lower health than the one defeated. Defeat that creature. So I will defeat these goblins. So now we have 2 7s to deal with. If you don't want this Acolyte to hit first position, this goblin might be going to the horde. All right, I'm going to spend this die, choose 2 adjacent revealed characters, and then I have to add one to the line. So these are gone. Oh, let's hope this works out for me. Choose that. Reveal. 5 works. Boom. 8. That is toast. Woo! That was a nail biter there, huh? Let's reset and move on to our very last camp phase. Oh, don't reveal that yet. We gotta roll. I am so glad he rolled poopy because he's going to camp. Okay. 5, 6, and a 6. The wizard rolled a 5, 2, and a 1. The cleric rolled a 4, 6, and a 5. And let's see what this range is gonna do. Oh, shit the bed. No, didn't. 6, 7, and a 3. That's not bad. All right. So, wizard is taking his last respite, his last camp actions. So let's see what we got. We're full up on. So let's reveal. See if we get. Okay, Frost Caverns taking it down by 2. Boom, boom. So we're gonna spend this 1 die to boom, boom, back up. So we have to take 7. 1, 2, 3, 7 in line. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Each dragon creature in the line loses 2 health. So that's awesome. Well, we know what the map what's coming up in this map. I mean, I guess we could scout ahead. I'm gonna use those to scout ahead 4. So we have a bandit, skeleton, bandit, and a frost shine. Not showing that cut out, but I scouted ahead using 2 die, which means I get to pick the top 4, and I think I'm gonna take all these 4 and put them at the bottom. Because we're coming up to it. We're coming up to the last round, and I didn't like those. I'll be honest with everybody. Let's flip the first 3. We got a wyvern, which is a dragon. We have a fell beast, which is a fire demon, and we have an eagle, which is a forest creature. The wyvern, oh no, has a first position, but it is it is considered a dragon, so it is -2, so that's a 4. But we do have to take a 3 hit on our bonfire. 1, 2, 3. Fell beast, when that gets in first position, draw a creature and place it in front of it. So we don't want to get that in the first position. And the eagle is just a freaking eagle. So let's kill this fell beast. I think it would be great to I get to unexhaust this. Boom. So we're okay. We still have 1 exhaust. So it is what it is. I'm going to exhaust giant. Nope, I'm not going to exhaust that right now. I'm going to spend this 3 die on Giant's Bane. So until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with a current health of 10 plus are doubled. Reason why I didn't want to exhaust it is because I think I'm going to exhaust it for the last location. That way, anything big coming up, we can get that done. So in 11, So I am going to play this 6 and overpay to kill this. That 6 turns into a 12, which is more than enough to kill this Fellbeast. So we take this Grave Shifter on reveal, swap it with the. You are kidding me right now. Guess who's coming back to the party? This Fellbeast, because of this Grave Shifter. We have to swap this Grave Shifter with the top creature on the graveyard. Thanks a lot. We have to kill this Fellbeast again. Apparently, I'm gonna. Alright. Gone. Ooh, that is not great. Another Fellbeast. What is going on? I'm gonna have to spend all my die just killing Fellbeasts. Ember Drake? Really? Oh. Can't use that. Gone. What nightmares? Oh, okay. Well, 6, 4, 4. All right. Let's just take care of these. So 6. This Wyvern's gone. First position. These get shifted. 5. Eagle's gone. First position. 6. That's gone. Now we make it into the. We didn't add anything there to the horde, which is awesome. So let's reset for the final location. So here's the thing with the final location. Nobody goes to camp. So we can't refresh anything now. The fire is what it is. We're pretty good right now. So let's flip it and see what we have to deal with. Don't forget, whenever we are flipping in line, the horde is being tacked to the end. So let's see what our final location is. Hidden Temple, -4. Okay, so we can only view the first 2 creatures here. 7 get dealt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now the horde comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is insanity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. All right. If this location is cleared without any creatures entering the horde, the adventurers as a group choose a total 2 abilities to refresh. Well, that does nothing because this is the final. This is the final thing. You know what? This should be the final thing, which is the Forbidden Tower. It's the final location. I think I had that wrong. So we're gonna add 2 because we went down 4 before, but still can only reveal 2. So 7, 8, 9. 9 for the line plus the 4, so we're at 12. Exhaust an ability card to increase the bonfire. Increase by an additional +1. Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm not gonna decrease. I'm not gonna decrease our energy. We're okay with this bonfire. Although it would be awesome to be able to view 3. Alright. So we're going to exhaust this, and we're going to put it here to the 12th location, and we're going to be able to view 3. 1, 2, 3. So we have a Fey, first position, -1 fire. That is messed up. I already flipped it. 6, skeleton, wyvern. So we don't want that wyvern to... Alright. We're in okay position. We just need to flip some undead, then we can cleanse undead. I don't want to kill it. I don't want to use that just for 1. Haha, I am gonna do this though. I am gonna exhaust long shot. Oh, we didn't even roll. 5, 3, 6. I got so excited. 8, 1, 3. Not great. 6, 5, 1. What is happening? 4, 5, and a 3. Well, we might lose. So I am going to activate by exhausting Longshot, and I'm going to defeat 1 unrevealed creature in line. Which one? I'm going to do this. Let's see what it is. A bandit. All right. I mean, it is what it is. It's 1 less, right? So... kill the skeleton. Alright. Killing the skeleton. Take a beat. Boom, boom. Vampire. So, that's... Perfect. Oop. That's unfortunate. Reveal. Steal the highest available die result. Set it to the vampire. Come on. Got an 8 there. Want that 8 back. 5 and a 3. Getting this 8. Vampire's dead. Zombie horde. Alright. Zombie horde. Their health is increased by the character's base health on top of the graveyard, which is a 1. So they're an 8. That's pretty awesome. Let's get rid of... Let's get rid of the wyvern with this 8. Oh, can't. He's melee. Gonna have to use that. This. That's 8. I don't want him in first place because then we have to decrease. Oh, crap. Okay, well. We can only reveal 2. I messed up the last one. But it is what it is. I'm excited for final round. Crap, we just increased. I didn't think that through. Just increased the zombie horde by 7. So they're at a 14 now. I'm going to re-roll this, activating a sharpshooter by, let's see. Wow. We got a 1. I guess it's better than nothing. with a current health. Okay, I'm going to exhaust Giant's Bane. Until the end of the round, all dice assigned to creatures with a current health of at least 10 are doubled. This zombie horde, its current health is more than 10. So that means I can choose this melee attack guy is not doing us any favors. Let's kill this Fae first. Five and a 6. First position. So, Acolyte, reveal, draw a creature, add it to the horde. Don't need to. Don't want him to get in the first position, so we're gonna have to kill that. Let's get rid of that Acolyte. See what we got. Force Giant. Forest Giant's health is increased by the next creature's base. 8. Alright. Now we can kill this zombie horde. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. 13? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to exhaust Cleanse Undead. Defeat in order of your choosing all revealed undead creatures. Alright. These toast. Alright, coming down to it. So we have a 16 here. Since he's in first position, we can use this, which triggers Giant's Bane, and that is toast. Alright. Shift, reveal, Metal Golem. So we need to take care of that. Oh, we might be able to do this. Let's use this rebuke. Choose one. Defeat an undead creature in first position, or choose one revealed creature and move it to a different position in the line. We have an undead in first position, so we're going to choose to defeat that. Move this golem down, which we didn't want to do because now we can't defeat anything past that till we take care of it, but it is what it is. Wrath Lord. Oh my goodness. When did we... Oh, that is... We're in the Horde now. This was the Unhallowed we chose at random in the beginning of the game. Man, when we defeat him, we have to exhaust an ability. That is messed up. And he's a 12. So, but we can't face him yet anyway. We have to kill this golem. So... Goodness. All right, so All right. So we're going to choose Chaos Blast. Exhaust that one. We're still in okay shape. We're going to defeat these two. But we have to take this and put it in here. So boom. Reveal. Reveal. Ember Drake. Alright. Okay. But it's a +2. Okay. We're going to polymorph this Ember Drake. Uh-oh. This was a 5? What was it? Oh, I hit this die and I can't remember what it was on. 4? I think it was a 4. No, it wasn't terribly high. I'm gonna choose polymorph and I'm gonna swap this Ember Drake out with something doable from the graveyard. Oh, got it. Take that 3, baby. So we're going to spend this 3. Kill this eagle. Keep this. All right. All right. Going to use Berserker. After you defeat a creature in line, choose an adjacent creature with lower health. I'm gonna kill 4, 5, 6. Oh, I can't. Well, folks, that comes down. I think I played that last round a little too fast. We don't have enough die to take care of what we need to take care of by 1. I'm not sure if this was hit, but we lose. It happens. Oh, I thought we had it though, huh? Yeah. Exhausted, exhausted, exhausted. Unexhausted, exhausted, exhausted. The only thing, we already used Sharpshooter. Yeah, we just don't have the dice for it. Well, that's it, folks. We didn't win, but we had a great time. The game is amazing. I love the game. I can't wait to get box number 2. There's a standalone expansion for this that I can't wait to get. And when I do, I will do I'll do a solo playthrough of that, and hopefully we win that time. please check out this game. It's awesome. It's awesome solo. It's awesome with multiple players. The game is just phenomenal. I love the mechanics of it. You roll before you figure out what you're gonna be doing, and it's just, it's one of my favorite games now. I have played this a bunch and love every single time. I've recorded this video a few times, and there's nothing about playing the game that has gotten old. Look, I love it. It's great. So check out Rock Manor. Check out Set a Watch. I think there's another expansion as well that gives, it's like a card expansion. I don't know what it's called, to be honest with you, but I will be picking up everything for the Set a Watch game system. So yeah, had a blast. Thank you for watching. Hope you got something out of it. And until next time, stay awesome.